pursuant to automobiles.
Right.
I have a number of engines that are subject to patents. The first one is called a Heron. And what these little engines do, these little RTGs do, is they provide power and they recharge existing batteries in battery-powered cars. And we have some of the finest ones in the world today. You need to look at a Tesla. And so what we're proposing now is to eliminate the use of fossil fuel in vehicles, next in trucks and in trains. And so is this then going to eliminate immediately overnight our use of fossil fuels? The answer is no.
Well, nothing
will. But what it will do is it will flatline it while we begin to reduce it with our increased population, etc. And it will extend the United States oil and fuel and fossil fuel reserves for 300 to 350 years.
Well,
I say again, the United States,
right,
because this will make us independent of importations of oil.
Okay.
Now, wait a minute. That proposes some serious issues.
Yeah.
And now you can see why we are working with some foreign governments at the moment, and now with the United States government at the moment, to address these issues of stability of the oil prices.
Okay, well, let's talk a minute about immediacy. Okay, I'm on board with it. I'm happy with it. I don't know how many we need in around the country to make us totally independent from oil and gas and foreign. What do I need, 10 or 15 of these?
You mean
a
for
plant?
Individuals? Or?
No. If I was going to make the country, the United States, independent, what would I need? 10 or 15 plants that are producing this?
No. Actually, the plant that we're talking about is now producing this fuel. The United States, in fact, an article there that you may want to put up for your readers there indicates from our patent there all the information pursuant to that they can read as public information and direct them to it. But we have essentially this. We have 5 or 6 nuclear plants today. I mean, that used to make nuclear material from uranium-235, plutonium-238, 231, etc. Hartford is one of those, etc. And what we're proposing on the backside, has nothing to do with your viewers per se, is we want to clean that business up. We want to utilize that contaminated soil. We want to put it in storage containers that we can use as Americans. We paid for it. These facilities and this material is available to us today. Also, there's another piece of information. Because of what we're talking about here is atomic waste, our Nuclear Regulatory Commission does not have restrictions on it. What does that mean to the American public and to jobs? What it means is that we intend to export this energy product around the world. We want to produce this product as Americans, and we want to put the American population back to work, and we want to do it immediately, and we can do it quickly. But it probably takes somebody fairly mean to push this project through, and I guess that comes down to me.
Well, Karl, let me ask you this now. How long will it take you? I mean, people are going to be looking at this, and they're going to say, well, it's going to take us however many years it takes to build a nuclear plant. People are going to say, well, let's see, if we do drilling, it has been said that even if we started drilling tomorrow, it would take 10 years for that oil to impact anything that's going on right now. How long is it going to take you to spool up with this in order to make an impact?
Well, part of that I can answer. Part of that requires an investment of some money. So we have budgeted that. We have a private placement for that that's not released. We'd like to partner with another foreign country, of which I can't discuss that matter, possibly the United States. This all began because of John McCain, and he suggested that, well, I think we should suggest to Congress that the United States put up about $30 million to somebody come up with a plan here. Well, I claimed that $30 million, but I've gotten a dial tone ever since I returned a response. So alerted now that we are in a do or die situation. I say a do or die situation.
Right.
Then I have to take the ball. If I have the solution and the answer, give me another one if it isn't the one.
All right.
But we do have it. Americans own it. And why are we in an economic situation?
All right.
We have the biggest spool up opportunity that the world has ever seen, and we have a reason and a cause to do it.
Absolutely.
And so I'll raise the funds, and we'll see if we get a response from President Obama and Dr. Chu, the Energy Secretary, and see what they have to say about it. We have a program in place. We don't need their assistance. We need some foreign participation. We contacted the CEO of Exxon as an example to be a participant, a number of the motor companies to participate. And we're working, as I said, with the city and the county here of Colorado Springs to do this. As soon as we are funded, we will scream out of the ground here like the program when we were given the instruction by the President of the United States, John F. Kennedy, to go to the moon. We jumped out of the gate. We went there. I will tell Americans today just this. It takes me more time and more skill to invent my over and under shotgun, my solid barrels, the technology on the wood, 10 times more design effort than it does for me to do an RTG type engine for a car to properly heat and cool your home for nothing.
Okay, what's the next step, Karl? What are you going to do next to help forward this?
Well, I would like to just say this. I think the reading or the viewing public should evaluate what's being said, satisfy themselves, contact their senators, congressmen, or just do this. Get online. Send a message up to that 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue to Mr. Obama up there. Tell him you support the ideas of Karl, and to rush that patent through that's up there now to approve this program, put Americans back to work, reduce your fuel consumption in your home and your automobiles. And look, while we're on the subject, people say, well, look, I've got an investment in my car. Please, we can't go buy another bumper car with electricity in it. We have a program for you too. You drive whatever car you're driving now. You continually do your best to, as far as energy is concerned. We'll catch up to you. We have a program here at Karl for you too. We're going to convert your car. Don't worry about it. We'll take care of you. You can drive the car of your choice. You don't need to drive a little electric bumper car at the circus or at the fair. We have cars in mind here that'll do 150 miles an hour now, and then they'll never be refueled again. So we have a very, very, very detailed program here to attack this problem, and I'm saying this to your readers: support us. When you have an opportunity to buy a Karl energy product, do it.
All right.
Whenever you're able to buy your favorite Reams or whatever water heater, make sure it's energy compliant for us, for you, for the environment.
All right.
And then we will pursue all of our efforts in reducing the emissions, stabilizing the oil price, extending our fuel reserves in the United States, putting everybody to work, and we'll get this job done. To answer your question, I think you said, how long will it take?
All right.
At a dead run, it will take me 3 years with everything we've got fully funded.